One Sabbath, when Jesus went to eat in the house of a prominent Pharisee, he was being carefully watched. There in front of him was a man suffering from an abnormal swelling of his body.
Jesus went to a private house as a dinner guest, a place where you'd normally expect the atmosphere to be one of welcome, hospitality, generosity. But it seems that instead of such a welcome, Jesus was being carefully watched and regarded even with suspicion, mainly to see whether or not he kept the Sabbath rules and regulations properly or not. Jesus had come under the scrutiny of the Pharisees because he was loved by the people and was becoming far too influential for them. He was controversial, radical, and the Pharisees certainly didn't like or welcome that. So it seems that this house is not a place where Jesus is truly welcome. Luke tells us that there was also a man present who was suffering from an abnormal swelling. This is not just a man who was overweight, but a man who probably had some kind of fluid retention condition, which would put his heart under strain as well as his whole body. And this is in a world where there were very few capable doctors and ordinary people couldn't even afford them. We're not sure exactly why the man was there. Perhaps he was drawn to Jesus and was following him out of curiosity or hope for a miracle. I wonder how the Pharisees viewed that man. If they didn't truly welcome Jesus, then we can be pretty sure that they weren't too keen on having a man there with an illness or a disability. People with illnesses or disabilities were often cruelly and wrongly regarded as being cursed by God. Whilst the Pharisees were watching Jesus with suspicion and judgment, Jesus was watching this man with compassion and kindness. And knowing that the judgment and the criticism of the Pharisees was ready to pounce, nonetheless Jesus healed the man. How do we welcome others? And what conclusions do we jump to when we see them or look at them? Do we form instant judgments in our hearts and minds? Or do we look at people with compassion, understanding, perhaps listening for the voice of God telling us how we might show them kindness, just as Jesus revealed the Father's heart in showing kindness and mercy to a hopeless outcast?